Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Hunt. It's Sunday, October 12th, 2025, and I'm your host, Ethan, here with my fantastic co-host, Brooke.
And I'm Brooke. It's a bit of a different episode today, isn't it, Ethan? We usually come at you with fresh insights, but our AI, well, it had a quiet day yesterday. No new hot stocks for our algorithms to really chew on.
That's right, it was a bit of a head-scratcher. So instead of forcing it, we thought, why not take a moment to look back? So, in today's episode, we're diving into how our previous speculative analyses have performed, specifically looking at the stocks we discussed from October 3rd through October 10th. It's a chance to see how some of those predictions played out.
Exactly. It's always good to check the scoreboard, right? And speaking of scores, Ethan, what's been catching your eye as the standout performer this week?
Oh, Brooke, you know me. I love seeing those bold moves. And the big winner, the one that really took off, was AST Space Mobile. Remember we flagged that as a speculative gamble on October 3rd? Well, it absolutely soared. It closed yesterday at $86.79, which is a whopping 28.08% gain from its initial mention price of $67.76. That's almost a 30% jump in a week. Talk about growth potential and satellite technology, huh?
Well, Ethan, it certainly did make quite a splash. A 28.08 climb in a week is undeniably impressive, and it clearly demonstrates the upside potential, especially in those higher risk categories. However, it's crucial to remember that we tagged ASTS as a speculative gamble. That kind of rapid ascent isn't always a steady, predictable climb. It likely indicates a specific catalyst, perhaps a major contract announcement or a successful test that really caught the market's attention, leading to that sharp spike rather than consistent incremental growth. Those kinds of moves, while exciting, can also be quite volatile.
Absolutely, Brooke. Good point on the volatility. But hey, sometimes those gambles pay off, right?
They certainly can. But let's swing to the other end of the spectrum, shall we? Because not every speculative play sees those kinds of gains. Our least stellar performer this week was MSTR, Strategy Inc., also flagged as a speculative gamble on October 6th. This one unfortunately moved in the opposite direction, dropping from $359.69 to close yesterday at $320. That's a significant 10.95% drop.
Yeah, that's a tough one to watch for sure. MSTR has always been, pretty closely tied to the broader crypto market, so that kind of volatility, while painful, isn't entirely unexpected. It's the nature of those assets. They can swing pretty wide.
Precisely. It really underlines the importance of understanding the underlying business models. For speculative plays, especially those tied to highly volatile sectors, risk management becomes paramount. A 10.95% drop, while not ideal, is a real-world example of the risks involved.
All right, let's quickly run through some of the others that caught our AI last week.
Sounds good.
Kicking it off, NVIDIA, or NVDA, saw a decent move, up 2.64% for the week, still showing strength there.
Microsoft, MSF, maintained a steady presence, closing up 0.98%, always a consistent performer.
Micron Technology, MU, also delivered some solid gains, up 2.40% since its mention.
Meta Platforms, META, joined the positive trend, showing a healthy 2.49% increase.
But then we had the Toronto Dominion Bank, TD, which slipped a bit, down 1.72%. Sometimes even the giants face headwinds.
Iron Limited, which we had as a cautious buy, really outperformed, surging over 10.56%. That was a pleasant surprise.
Another speculative gamble that paid off, Rigetti Computing, RGTI, jumped almost 13%, at 12.95% to be exact.
Amazon, AMZN, continued its upward trajectory, up 2.69%.
And then Alphabet, GOO, had a slight pullback, down 1.99%.
United Health Group, UNH, saw a minor dip of 0.60. And Poet Technology, POET, another speculative play, closed down 4.34%. It just shows you how some of these can go both ways.
Palantir Technology, PLTR, held its ground, finishing flat for the week. And Costco Wholesale, COST, also held completely steady. Looking at the overall picture, our AI-generated insights did quite well collectively. The average return across all our daily hunt picks for the week was a positive 2.88%. That's pretty good, especially when you compare it to the broader market, with the Dow Jones actually down 0.86%, the S&P 500 up just 0.29%, and even the Nasdaq only up 1.07. We certainly had some strong outperformers pulling up that average.
That's true, Ethan, but let's remember the composition of that average. The cautious buy iron and those high-flying speculative gambles like ASTS and RGTI really contributed significantly to that positive overall average. Our buy recommendations, which are typically aimed at more stable growth, averaged a modest 0.69%. It's a key distinction when interpreting these numbers.
Well said, Brooke. So, all in all, a truly mixed but incredibly interesting week for our daily hunt picks.
Indeed, some fantastic gains, some expected setbacks, and a clear demonstration of how market volatility and different risk profiles can play out.
Absolutely. And, it's crucial to remember that everything we've talked about today is based purely on historical data from the past week. These are just snapshots of past performance.
That's right. Past performance is never, ever indicative of future results. The insights we share are generated by artificial intelligence, and while powerful, any complex system can make mistakes. This content provides speculative analysis and market commentary, not personalized financial advice.
We always encourage you, our listeners, to conduct your own thorough research. Dive deep into any company that piques your interest, understand its fundamentals, and, frankly, consult with a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions.
Your financial journey is unique to you, and it deserves that personalized attention. Thanks so much for joining us for this special review episode of The Daily Hunt.
We'll be back next time with more AI-generated insights into potential market movers. Until then, happy hunting!